So first of all, I am very privileged to be here amongst all of you today, and I express my special thanks to Dr. Suraj, who has invited us and given us the opportunity to present this Vedic wisdom that basically have been inherited to us since time immemorial. So one of the speech that Mark Zuckerberg gave at the Harvard University, he said that let's do big things in life, not just for progress, but for a purpose. So there are two things that we need to understand here. One is progress and second is purpose. Now when we talk about progress, we all get good education. You all have enrolled yourself in this college to get your MBBS degree. And in future you will be the doctors, you will be doing the physical ailment, the disease that most of the people go through in their day-to-day lives. So that is progress. The science is heading towards progress each and every day. And we call it as technology. And then there is a purpose. Now when we talk about purpose, Srila Prabhupada, who is the founder Acharya of ISKCON, Srila Prabhupada was traveling all over the world. And he was telling that I have visited all across the world and I have seen that there are so many universities, there are so many different departments when different subjects are taught. But there is no university exists in this world that talks about the purpose of life. Or in other words, that talks about why do we exist? Or that talks about what is life after. We know about what the life is now, but we do not know what is life after. So unfortunately, this concept of what the life is afterwards, it's missing in today's society. So in a way, progress is happening, but purpose is missing. When initially Western philosophers came in the world, the first philosopher was Mr. Thales, the Greek philosopher. So he said that everything in this world has been originated from water. And then afterwards, Aristotle came, Socrates came. They all gave different versions. They tried to explore on the very basic fundamental principle of what is the purpose of life, why do we exist, from where we have come. But they could not reach to any concrete answer on why do we exist within this world. So different explanations were given by them, and they taught different levels of philosophy. So the first origin was that we all came from water. Now it might be a little surprising to you that how we can just come from the water. And he had a lot of reasons to explain that. And a lot of philosophers do rely on that premise. And then they started building up their own philosophies. So this was the Western world. This is how the Western philosophy came into existence within this world. After the Western philosophy, now we are all living in India. In India we have Vedic philosophy. And that Vedic philosophy gives a very clear-cut answer to some of the very fundamental questions about life. Why do we exist? Is there life after death? If there is a life after death, how do we understand? What do we really have to do with that life that exists after death? We all know that we all are going to leave this world. None of us will be staying for eternity. The day our science makes the progress to the extent that human can live for eternity, that day the religion will be futile. Religion will not have any value in this world. But that's not going to happen, because the most certain fact of this world is that we all are going to die. No matter how much progress we do, but we are going to die. So there is a progress and then there is a purpose. Now someone may say that we do not believe in life after death. You can say, okay, we are advancing. Why do we need to be bothered about life after death? There are a lot of psychologists and scientists. They came to the conclusion that yes, something exists after death. Because they came across near-death experiences, out-of-body experiences. But, science, they never wanted to believe in the existence of soul or existence of God for that matter. They said that those near-death experiences, out-of-body experiences, they are ultimately just hallucinations. Something at the level of mind. It has nothing to do with soul. They just said, the soul does not exist and it is just hallucinations. And then the discussion stopped. But we Indians, we have got a very big responsibility. And we all know that the youngsters, you all youngsters, not me, I have become old now. You all youngsters have a formidable task on your shoulders. Not just for India, but for the entire world. Because we as Indians, we have a rich knowledge with us. And that rich knowledge can give us the true purpose of life. That rich knowledge can help us to understand why do we all exist. Actually, I was telling the youths are the future of the world, not just India. Because Indians have knowledge. So one is the knowledge, and then you have to process that knowledge. Or you have to realize that knowledge. How do we realize that knowledge? We can realize that knowledge when we do some practice in our life. And that practice is nothing but mantra meditation, which we will be doing soon. Because the mantra meditation is a very, very powerful technique. And this technique has been accepted by people all over the world. People are practicing this mantra meditation and it is actually bringing a transformation in their life. So the science behind mantra meditation is that the word mantra, when we say mantra, it is a Sanskrit word and it is made of two words in Sanskrit. One is man and second is tra. Man means our mind and tra means delivers. This mantra has the power to deliver our mind. And it's significant. It's not a small affair. Because our mind is always disturbed. Our mind is disturbed with what? Our mind is always in stress, anxiety, tension and depression. And then we get frustrated, we get angry, we get pride, we get into the illusion. And then after that we ultimately become greedy for different things in this world. We want to have possessions. We run after different possessions in our life. We keep on running after different possessions in the form of progress, but we lose the very purpose. So we all have to focus on the purpose as well, not just the progress. You will have all the opportunities to have progress, but you will hardly have an opportunity to think about your purpose in this world. Everyone will teach you, do progress, but nobody will talk about purpose. And at the end of the day, when you will be in your 50s, 60s, you will think if you will get an opportunity. Like Steve Jobs, when he was diagnosed with the cancer, if you read his biography, when he was diagnosed with the cancer, and when he was in his last stages of life, then he started having realizations. Then he was thinking that I achieved everything that is exceptional in this world, but still I miss the very basic purpose of my life. So the progress is there, but purpose has to be there. The mantra meditation is a technique that helps us to revive our purpose. So there is a knowledge and then there is the application. The application is nothing but the mantra meditation. And a lot of people, not only in India, but all over the world, have realized that yes, mantra meditation is a powerful technique. It helps our mind to get calm, to be peaceful. But when we talk about this, like you youngsters of your age group, they have nothing to do with religion, God, mantra meditation. They are lost in their world, unfortunately. It's a tough time for the youngsters. They are living in their own world. They don't want to listen about God. They don't want to talk about religion because they think that it's just a mythology or it's just a superstition. It's not a mythology, it's a reality. It is up to you whether you want to explore that reality or no. The reality always remains a reality. You cannot change the reality just because you do not believe in the reality. Reality will always remain reality. So we have this wonderful opportunity here today to chant this powerful mantra, which we call as Hare Krishna mantra, that we will be all singing together. And we want, as Indians, we do some remarkable service to world, not just at the level of progress, but at the level of purpose as well. Then only there can be a real transformation within this world. Otherwise, we all are living like just moving dead creature, nothing else. Thank you very much. Now 10 minutes.